Hey, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Moon. I hope all is well. Welcome to Tarot in the Hill. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Oh, I'll be right back. All right, let's get started. All right, Happy New Moon. Sorry for the delay. I was meditating and it got a little crazy. I went overboard. Let me know how y'all feeling. All right. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know for the new moon in Capricorn? Thank you. What do we need to know? I hope you guys like the new set. Hey, Happy New Year. What's up? All right. What do we need to know? We have the void coming out. Now, when I was meditating on the energy, that's what's up. I'm glad you guys are feeling great. Get money, boss up, all right? Now, when I was meditating on the energy, it definitely felt like it put me in a very somber mode. Like I was very much in a happy party birthday mode. And when I started meditating, it got me very serious, you know. The Eight of Swords came out while I was like pre-shuffling. The Eight of Swords is a self-imposed prison, okay? It seems as if it's time to break free. Some people might be struggling to break out of whatever mental cycle they have going on, or thoughts that they have of themselves, for example. All right? Hold on, let me make sure. It's time to break free of that. Let's start from the beginning. So we have the void coming out here. This is starting from ground zero, okay? I want to keep the music going, but I don't know how that works with YouTube. Look at that soul work. This energy is about getting to the core. If you guys, for the people who are patrons, you guys already saw the new moon in Capricorn reading that I did, and it was talking about getting to the meat of our own barriers, okay? After we got rid of everything around us, after we got rid of, let's say if we were led to let go of a relationship, if we was led to let go of friendships, whatever the case is, after that, now it's time to tap in and see like, okay, what is my cycle that attracted these types of people, these types of circumstances that are no longer serving us, okay? So now it's time to look at the man or woman in the mirror, all right? It's overall energy. So that's the soul work here. Begin to explore. What's up? Happy New Year. We have begin to explore coming out here. This definitely has a full energy, okay? This has the energy of like, it's nothing stopping you but you at this point, all right? When I say self-imposed prison, I'm talking about insecurities, stories that you tell yourself about yourself, belief systems that you have about yourself, okay? What's up? Hey. All right, let's go. So what have we released? Oh. What have we released since the full moon? We have the Two of Wands coming out here. Wow. The Two of Wands with the Star card. See, that's the energy of like, okay, what is stopping me from making my plans, making my goals happen? Okay. Figuring out the source of your healing. What's blocking you from shining with the Star card coming out? The Star card is a card of healing, but it's also a card of using what you have to share with the world. Pouring out your cup into the world, okay? This could be you giving back to your community in some way, all right? You giving back to your family, whatever the case is. It's something that's beneficial for you as well as your collective, all right? Or the global collective. So that should be coming to the forefront. We'll get more into it. Let me just lay these cards down. Where are we now? Ten of Pentacles. See, this has the energy of destroying and rebuilding, all right? Coming down to ground zero, just breaking everything down, okay? It seems like we've been in this process of the death and rebirth, right? But the death energy, the death process is not just one quick swipe, right? It's not one quick swipe that destroys everything. It's layers to it, right? So let's say the first step is, okay, so this got ripped away from me, right? Then the next step is that got ripped away from me. You know, different layers are being pulled back. So then eventually you get to the core and see like, okay, what is my issue? What stopped me from moving forward? After I got rid of the external influences, what is the internal influences happening here? What is the story? What is the loop that I'm in? Okay? This is breaking down the foundation, the Ten of Pentacles, all right, in reverse. With the World card coming out at the bottom of the deck. Oh, this lighting, man. With this World card coming out at the bottom of the deck here. You know, the World card is a brand new cycle, okay? A brand new fortunate cycle. It's coming out in reverse because there needs to be, first of all, that's a major upgrade, all right? But there's a need to have that final break of everything. Everything that you've known, the foundation, okay? This is the foundation here. Leaving the old and stepping into the new. So this is coming out as where we are now. It doesn't seem like we're quite ready to step into our upgrade yet. With the Four of Pentacles, it's like some of us are still holding on to the old. It has a feeling of clinging on to the old, all right? Why is this Four of Pentacles here in reverse? We have the Ten of Swords coming out here. It seems as if we're hanging on to, see, some of us might have a chip on our shoulder about the pain that we went through, or have a chip on our shoulder about whatever the cycle is, because this is the end of a painful cycle. Whether it's a cycle in love, whether it's a cycle in general, you know, what you've been going through, whatever the case is. This could be financial struggles, whatever your source of pain is. It seems like someone is struggling to let go of that story that they've been holding on to. If somebody has been used to struggling in whatever capacity, it's kind of hard to let that go. It's like, what sign had this energy? It's like having PTSD. The pain is done, but it's still having PTSD. Like you're not in the war anymore, but you still carry the energy of it. All right, you still carry the mindset of it, the story of it. You're watching your back as if you're in a war. You know, that's what I'm feeling here. There's a need to shift your perspective with the Hangman coming out and the King of Wands. The King of Wands coming out upright. That's an energy of being creative, okay? This is a leadership energy as well, okay? Some of you guys are stepping more into your power with the Star card coming out, shining brighter. There's a need to look at yourself in a different way. Okay, what's going on with the Star card? I I feel like this is more of an internal battle, internal story here. What's the star card about? See, whatever capacity this fits in, all right, this is going to be different for everyone, all right, but whatever the capacity is, someone is used to not getting equal reciprocity. Let's say you're not used to things going your way in love, okay? Let's say you're not used to things going your way in finances, okay? It seems as if somebody got used to that, or we, as a collective, we got used to that struggle. But with the Siren card coming out, it's a brand new day, and you have to switch your perspective and know that that cycle is over. It's over because you're about to make it over, right? You have to make it create with the King of Wands. That's stepping into the leadership of your own life, all right? If you want to be more confident, then just be that, right? If you want to make more money, then make that plan, make that switch. I know it sounds easier said than done, but it really is about switching your mentality, okay? Because it puts you on a different frequency that will attract it. If you get in a place where you're no longer thinking in struggle mode and you get in a place of prosperity, how do you do that? You can do that by way of affirmations, for example. Okay, you find a way to reprogram your mind and rebuild yourself. When you do that, you put yourself on a different frequency. And in doing so, you start attracting the ideas that could bring money in, for example. Or you find you put yourself in a frequency where you attract a love, whatever it is that you're trying to create here. It seems like the mentality that we had for ourselves in whatever this is for you, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy, all right? So we were able to look at other people. Let's say if you were used to people always, hey, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the birthday girl. Hey, hey, hey. All right. If you were used to, see, I done distracted myself. What the hell is myself on that? Oh. All right now. I don't see no ring on my finger. I'm talking my wife. What the ring at? Huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. ASAP. All right, you talking that shit. Don't be talking. See, now you're distracting me. Hold up now. Temperance card coming out in reverse. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kia. Temperance card. We were looking on the outside, right? We were looking on the outside and saying, oh, why does person keep doing this to me? Or why do I keep meeting the same people doing the same things? Or, you know, and it's time to realize that you are the common denominator in your situations. The first step in changing, shifting your frequency, you have to release the people who are part of that older frequency, right? If they're not adjusting with you. Then the second part is going within so you don't create more of that frequency. So that's where we're at now. Let's see why this temperance card is here. These cards are all over the place. I'm still working out the setup. Look at that with the 8 of Swords. That's another thing. Some of us might have, because we had some pain in the past, right? Some of us might have we created narratives based on what we were receiving, and they were just mirrors of our own programming, our own thinking, okay? It could have been ingrained from whenever, all right? All right, let's go. Tell me about the temperance. What is temperance card? I'm not doing this. All right. So this is clarifying the temperance here. We have the feminine energy. We have the sickle coming out. And then we have the mountain. This is a blockage, cutting out the blockages. So I would look at this right now as you looking at yourself, whether you're masculine or feminine energy. I feel like this process of going within is a feminine energy, and then the King of Wands energy is the masculine. So you go within, you're more reflective, you're more introspective, you're receiving guidance. That's the feminine. Okay, that's tapping into the feminine. And then what have you learned when you go in? Then you go into masculine mode and execute based on what you've learned. For example, if you're used to having, I think we all have a certain cycle that we've been in, right? We all have situations where we're like, okay, this is a repeat. Even though you're meeting different people, if you pay attention, you might realize, like, okay, these are different people, but the same thing keeps happening there. There's a need to take a look at that. All right, let's keep it moving. Where we at? What is emerging? Oh. All right, what is emerging? What is emerging within us? Two of Swords. Now we have a choice here. All right. It can go either way. You can continue to blame the exterior influences. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. You can continue to blame, people outside of you for, they're a piece of shit because they do this and that and that and that, and not realizing, like, nah, but I'm attracting that. My energy is attracting that. Okay? So you can continue to tell yourself that story of bitches ain't shit, niggas, dudes ain't shit, whatever the case is. You can keep telling yourself that story and keep bringing it in. If you keep saying people ain't shit, then you won't keep meeting ain't shit people, So you can keep doing that and keep the cycle going, or you can make the choice to say, you know what, I'm gonna take ownership of my frequency. I'm gonna take ownership of what I'm attracting in this situation. In doing that, that's standing in a more empowering stance, getting yourself out of victimization, okay? Getting yourself out of the victim mentality, all right? Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday to all the Caps out here. So, Cap, gang, 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 all right? What is emerging? What else is emerging? The choice. See, it seems as if we were all in a cycle and we were kind of unaware of the cycle that we were creating for ourselves. So now the opportunity has come where it's time to make the choice. A lot of these readings were talking about, hey, happy birthday. Hey, Ray. So a lot of us were looking at it like, when can we make the choice? Oh, when is something good gonna happen to me? When am I gonna get mine? And it's like, okay, well, now you have the choice to get yours, okay? But it comes with the price. It comes with the price of sacrificing the old you in the process of going for the new. All right? Tell me more about what's emerging. Five of Cups, letting see that regret. See, it's something about the pain. It's something about the pain that is like comforting. Some of us got used to our like sad story because it allowed us to not be so accountable of our lives. Nobody wants to sit here and, like, we love to talk about the laws of attraction, right? But nobody wants to talk about the laws of attraction when it's about like the negative things that are happening, right? Some of us would rather go into the victimization mode. This keeps happening to me. That became a comfort zone, okay? Whether you're aware of it or not. It does seem like that's what's coming to our awareness. That's what's emerging. Now we have the opportunity to make a choice. For some of you guys, you're gonna run into another situation. Listen, okay? You better talk them gems. We gotta be the hero of our own story. Hell yeah. Ain't nobody gonna save you? All right now. Anyway, so this feeling in despair, okay, that could be comforting for some. It's comforting. I mean, if you've ever experienced depression, right? Come on, that could be very comforting. It's like, all right, well, I just give up and I don't have to fight. It takes more courage. It takes more courage to actually override that and to fight, right? That's a harder thing to do. It's easier to just sink, right? You're being led to swim now. Oh. Why is this Five of Cups here? Yeah, see, look at that. 8 of Arrows. Yes, break the cycle. 8 of Arrows coming out again. Like I mentioned in the meditative session, the 8 of Arrows did come out, the 8 of Swords, which is that self-imposed prison. Breaking free of this despair, of this sad story, turning your own. What is that? Whatever. Turn that story into your sad story, your sob story, into your glory story. How do you turn that around? How do you make that work for you? How do you turn that into ammo? How do you turn it into fuel? How do you turn it into a way to help others, right? You have a choice to make. Some of you guys, the things that you've, and I can say this for myself, you know, some of the things that you've been through, it is the source of your money, right? I call this tarot on the heel because I use tarot. Like before I started the channel, it was tarot readings that took me out of whatever situation I was in, okay? It put me on my healing journey. And now, how I use that, now I'm using that to help others. Some of you guys have that gift. It's something that you've gone through, okay? You have your own unique, we all have our own unique struggles. Some of you guys, the process of you overcoming that is a source of your soul path. Like you were supposed to go through that so you can help others. And how to achieve that, how to override that, how to move past it. But some of you guys are just caught up in that story like, fuck, that happened to me, you know? Look at that, the strength card coming out right there. All right. All right, what else we got going on? All right, so what do we wish to grow for the new moon in Capricorn? What do we wish to grow? Look at that, the Elder. Yeah. Come through. We have the Elder card coming out with the Knight of Cups, okay? Now let's start with the Elder card. The Elder card. This is similar, it's unique to this deck, right? The Elder is like similar to the High Priestess and the Hermit, okay? The energy that happens when you go within, you become way more self-aware of the things that you need to be accountable for yourself. For example, what are your triggers, okay? Where do your triggers come from? Okay, this can help you interact better in the world, you know, right? Like if you know like what your triggers are, now when you start dating, you're like, okay, well, this is my trigger. This is where it came from. So now you're not projecting on someone else like, okay, this is the reason why this happened, you know, or whatever. You know, you're not looking at them like you're a piece of shit. You're looking at it like, okay, wait, no, they just triggered me. I have the self-awareness now to override that, okay? This is a level of wisdom that comes out of the accountability and self-awareness, all right? Self-awareness of your flaws, self-awareness of your struggles, how that affected you, self-awareness of the wounds, the battle wounds, right? It's coming out with the Knight of Cups. Ooh, and the Knight of Swords. Leading to victory. With the Six of Wands coming out and the Knight of Cups. See, this is a fierce energy, but it's like a fierce, compassionate energy. It's something about going into your own depth, going into your own hell, right? Digging deep, facing your demons, you know, and just battling the motherfuckers. Now, your demons don't like completely fade out. You just kind of have to embrace them, right? Thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate it. You just have to embrace it, right? Queen of Cups. It's something about you facing yourself is going to make you more compassionate when you look at other people, right? I forgot the saying. Something about the glass house, whatever. Don't throw stones at a glass house. Something like that. Whatever the case is. It's that type of energy. When you don't have the self-awareness of your own flaws, it's so easy. It's way easier to judge others, right? But once you tap into your own darkness, once you realize like, oh, I have this very shitty side of me, you know, then you're more compassionate with other people in their shitty ways, right? That's a level of compassion that needs to come out, the empathy, all right, with the Queen of Cups here. This feels like the compassion allowing you to rise above. Some of you guys, your story, right? This pain, this story, whatever it is, you might not It's compassion that's going to allow you to come out of it. Like some of you guys might not have closure from the situation, and you just have to allow yourself to just say, you know what? I'm going to drop that story right here, right now. That's real strength. We do become afraid of the reflection of our own selves for sure, but it gives you so much more strength. When, like, I definitely had that moment, you know, when I saw the worst. I saw how bad it could get. And then it made me realize, like, damn, I could have been this, I could have been that, I could have been that, I could have been that, I could have been anything, but I'm this right here, right now. Still standing, still strong, Antoine Fisher. You feel me? Like, that's the energy. So once you realize, like, what you could have been, now you're like, okay, hey, what's up? Now you realize, like, okay, you're not putting yourself on a pedestal. It's also very humbling to tap in into that other side, you know. So you're not letting your inner demons run loose and run rampant. Now, once you face it, now you can put a leash on it. The leash is your awareness of it. Okay, so don't be afraid of tapping into that or touching. You know, really getting into that. It's also gems in those inner demons, because it's a source of healthy masculine energy, okay? Because typically, like, it seems like our inner demons seem to carry aggression, okay? It's something about learning how to tame the beast, learning how to tame that beast, okay? Now you can channel that masculine energy in a very healthy way, all right? All right. Queen of Pentacles coming out. Very grounded energy. Queen of Pentacles coming out with the Queen of Cups. Using that compassion in a very practical way, though. We're not saying, oh, I'm not saying like, I mean, if you want to turn the other cheek, you turn the other cheek. All right? But I'm not saying that. I'm saying use your compassion. Know when to fall back, know when to override, know when something is worth your energy and when it's not, all right? It's that level of compassion, that level of control of self, so you're not just triggered and just wilding out for no reason. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. All right. So that's coming out as what we wish to grow, that level of practical compassion. So how do we bring our goals to fruition? Oh, we have the pit coming out of that darkness. Coming out of that darkness. Don't be afraid to go into it, though. All right? Go into it. Come out on top with more knowledge of self, with more wisdom. All right. How else do we bring the goals to fruition? Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is knowing the return on your investment here. Okay? The Seven of Pentacles is assessing your past. Based on who you are right now, what have you created so far? Are you happy with it? What do you need to do to change things? What mistakes have you made so far? Okay? How do you avoid those mistakes? All right? And then getting the gems from that is looking back in the past, facing it like, all right, I did that. All right, that was stupid, you know? And then getting the wisdom from that. That's the Seven of Pentacles energy. Knowledge of self. The good, bad, and the ugly. And the thing is, if you can't face that within yourself, how do you expect someone else to face that? Like, I just feel like it's just unfair. Because somebody's going to experience some inner demons. It's like, yeah, I don't want to see that, but if you trigger me, you're going to see it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, face it, deal with it. And have more control over it. Let's see, the Four of Cups is coming out here with the Nine of Cups. Holy cow, what the hell? All right, hold on. Why is this Four of Cups here? Underneath all this, it's, yeah, all right, so this is a merging. The merging of our divine masculine, divine feminine within ourselves. This is coming to union within ourselves, as I mentioned before. Ace of Wands. All right, this kind of feels like there's an underlying thing of like, This can result in bringing in, it is going to result, okay. It is going to result in bringing in new passionate relationships, new passionate situations for yourself as a result of this union of self. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out with the King of Pentacles now, right? Everybody's like obsessing over, when am I going to find my match and blah, 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 blah. All these love readings y'all be asking for. Find this within yourself. Find that balance within yourself before you go out and try to get it somewhere else, all right? For the most part, it's like when we go out, we're looking for something that we think we don't have within us, right? It's time to realize that you do have that within you and explore it. Explore it. Explore it. Go to ground zero. Dive deep into the ocean floor of your emotions, okay? Dive deep into the ocean floor of your issues, whatever the core is. All right now, Angie. You tell them. All right, what else is going? Look at that Magician card coming out. That's going to be the source of your power. It's going to make you a better manifestor. It's going to make you a better co-creator with the universe. You have the Emperor coming out. All right, it's going to make you a better co-creator. It's going to make you a better manifestor because you're clearing out the muck. See, some of us have these hidden sides of us that we're not allowing to see the light of day. So in essence, we're kind of cutting off a side of us. We're not using, you know, when they say we only use like a certain percentage of our brain or whatever, we're only using a certain percentage of our spiritual power because we're not using the good, bad, and ugly. We're not using all of us in our entirety, right? We're cutting off parts of ourselves that we don't want to see or experience or show the world. But there are gems in that. You accepting that and really coming into union it strengthens your spiritual power here. It's the source of the power. So that's back to the energy of the hidden self, the pain, all that stuff that you put in a little box somewhere, all the dark stuff. It's gems in that. There are gems in that. All right. Hey, congratulations, Angie. That's what's up. Feel free to put it in the comments, too. Page of Wands. All right, also, Page of Wands is like a small step, right? Now, when I'm talking about diving deep into your pain, diving deep into your issues, that's not going to be, as I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, that's not going to be like a one and done situation. There's layers to that thing, all right? There's layers, all right? We all grown. It took a lot, you know, it took a lot for us to be here. It took a lot for us to become who we are, all right? It took a lot for us to hide those hidden parts. So with that, it's going to be uncovered layer by layer. Just start with one layer, all right? Yes. Yes, goddess. That's what I'm talking about. Take it layer by layer. The biggest, what is it, the saying? I keep saying, butchering these sayings. I don't know none of these sayings, but I be trying to say it. Let me tell you something. That saying of like, what's the best way to eat the elephant? You know, take it one bite at a time. You know, it's something like that. Don't get overwhelmed. Just begin to explore. Get more in touch with yourself. All right? Start looking in that mirror a little bit more. Move cam down. What you want? You want to see the shirt? All right. What's up, Sasha? All right. Let's see what the blockages are, what we're failing to see. Overall advice. Baby steps. Journaling. You know, I am a fiend for journaling. Nice. Nice. Good job. Good job. We need a moderator up in this bitch. All right. Journaling. All right. Oh, thank you, Kia. Why am I working on my birthday? Because I'm a Capricorn. I didn't get to do anything like special for any of the holidays, you know? Just the blockages. I wanted to do pick-a cards. I wanted to do all types of things for the new year, for Thanksgiving. I didn't get to do anything because I was in the middle of this move, you know? So this is how I'm ending my holiday season with my birthday and trying to do this, just do a quick live. What's a blockage here? Baby steps, journaling. If you want to start with inner child work, all right? You can straight up ask your inner child what you want to say. Oh. Ask your inner child what they want to say and just start automatic writing, all right? If you want to talk to your shadow, do the same thing. What do you want to tell me, shadow? And just start writing. Don't judge. Don't judge. Just start writing. Let it flow. Okay? You'd be surprised. Right. This motherfucker acting like it's an OnlyFans. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, what's a blockage? Judgment. Justice. Yes. All right, so the blockage. We have the judgment card coming out with the justice card. Making a decision on making things right. If you're waiting for your justice, if you're waiting for closure, if you're waiting for someone else, I'm glad you find it funny. You're about to get kicked out. Keep playing with me. So if you're waiting for your justice, if you're waiting for someone to give you closure, to make you feel better. Now, this could be like if you're waiting for someone who hurt you to come back and say, oh, I apologize, I'm sorry, so on and so forth. Don't wait for that. Just make the decision like, you know what? I'm going to make the decision. At least just make the decision. That's a baby step. Because you can't just say, I'm no longer hurt anymore. But you setting the intention, that is a step, okay? Once you set the intention, the universe lines up. And they know when you bullshitting about your intentions too, okay? When you're really fed up. Yeah, you can't wait for the closure. You can't like thank you. You can't fool the universe about when you're ready. When you're really fed up and you're ready to make a change, you're going to make that change, and the universe is going to step in and make sure it happens very smoothly for you. Making that final decision like, I'm done with this story. I'm done being broke. Whatever it is, whatever your story is, okay? I'm tired of dealing with these ain't shit people. You know, whatever your story is, you got to let that go. Make that decision. Don't wait for somebody to see, even if it's not just someone who hurt you, you might be looking for outside validation, and that can help. You think that's going to ease the pain of whatever it is, whatever the past hurt is. Don't do that. Stop looking for the outside influence, outside validation. You're going to have to make that decision for yourself. I'm about to make things right for me. I'm about to change my frequency. I'm going to change my energy right now. Now, we do have the Eight of Wands coming out in reverse. Now, the Eight of Wands is being shoved by the universe, all right? It is being shoved. But it's coming out in reverse. It's like, along with that Temperance card coming out in reverse, it's like we're not really following where we're being led to do. Being stubborn about holding on to the pain. It's like, but I'm right. Like, this was wrong. They did me wrong. I'm right. And yes, whatever your situation is, yes, sure. Is watching tarot seeking outside validation. Listen, this is just meant to bring you to the water, and you do what you got to do to work, right? So I call this tarot and heal. I'm not here for creating any type of codependency, all right? That's not my intention. See, that's what I'm feeling here. This is about situations where you feel like there was no justice, okay? Things weren't made right, all right? Mm-hmm. Things weren't made right, and you're going to have to make the decision and make it right for yourself. There's this comedian, Campbell on stage. Man, I look up to this guy so much. He created like a all people of color app, you know, for comedians. He wound up creating a platform for comedians, people of color, for people of color. And the reason why he did it was because, right? He is so dope. The reason why he did it was because, thank you for the birthday wishes. Well, see, Angie, that is where the grounded compassion comes in, right? All right. The reason why he did it was because he was saying, like, he was going to Hollywood and pitching all these ideas, you know, and he was going to people who weren't of his community, who didn't understand what he was trying to pitch. And he felt like it was an injustice for him. And what he decided to do instead was, you know what? I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Fuck Hollywood. I'm going to create the platform for myself. So it's that type of energy. That's how that can manifest, all right? Where you take matters into your own hands. You can keep complaining about what's happening. You keep complaining about the game, or you can start playing the game and making it work for you. Decide to become a fucking winner. What's the Eight of Wands? Y'all can't just report him. I gotta make somebody up. All right, hold on. Oh, who want to be a moderator? Yeah, I don't really care about that, to be honest. Freedom of speech. Remove. Right, like, why you all up in here then? Hang on. Thank y'all for looking out. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's gone. All right, so Queen of Cups, Star card, and the Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? Yeah. All right. So growing out of this feeling of loss, of lack, of woe is me, you know, all that type of lose mentality, the despair, getting out of that. All right. What are we feeling to see? Where are we at? 43. Got me. All right. We about to end this. What are we feeling to see? For the new moon in Capricorn, what are we feeling to see? Oh, look at that, the moon card. The moon card coming up. That thing, them things that are behind the scenes, all right? The things that are behind the scenes that's holding you back. You have the moon card coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Once again, that card of an upgrade. Coming out in reverse. It's like, okay, there's certain things behind the scenes that's holding you back. That's it. It's just becoming repetitive. Like, it's time to look at the man, woman in the mirror, the god or goddess in the mirror, and just handle it. Handle it. I like the moon card. It's like, I think psychic energy when I see the moon. Spiritual energy, tapping in deeper into your spiritual. Why is the moon card here? Yeah, see, the burdens, the Ten of Wands, the baggage. Oh, look at that. We have the Ten of Wands with the Three of Swords. If that ain't baggage, all right. Queen of Swords. All right, boom. This is it in a nutshell. This is a whole reading in a nutshell right here. Dropping the pain. Dropping the pain that caused baggage. And this could be old pain. I don't feel like the pain is active. It's the story that's still active. Okay? Even if you're feeling some pain about something that's happening right now, I just feel like that might be a symptom of something that's really in the past. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Samantha. The moon card is beautiful because it's bringing things to light. Like, you don't want to keep moving around in a cycle, being completely unaware of how you're showing up in the world and how you're creating things for yourself that you don't want. You know, you don't want to sit here and walk around. I'm about to smoke, I'm sorry. You don't want to sit here and walk around like, woe is me. This always happens to me, and you're not realizing what you're doing. I'm sure we've all met someone who does that, right? You don't want to be that guy. Don't be that guy. That's a disempowering situation. That's not a winner's mentality. That's not a healed mentality. Not saying that we're completely healed, okay? Like I said, there's layers to it. So keep the layers, keep peeling back the layers. I'm sorry, guys. So, dropping 10 of Wands with the 3 of Swords. Dropping the pain here. With the Queen of Swords coming out, having major clarity. Major clarity. This is making, see, the Queen of Swords doesn't fuck around, all right? They're very clear-headed. They're logical, all right? There's a need to take a logical approach to your past pain, your emotional pain. Taking a mental approach to your emotions. Ain't nothing to pass. This ain't. To your emotions. The Queen of Swords can be kind of cold, right? You got to be kind of cold to yourself real quick. Like, okay, if I wasn't me, would I date me right now? Looking at, like, that's a kind of hard question to ask, right? Like, if you look back at the mistakes that you might have made, you asking for somebody, you asking for a divine masculine or divine feminine. It's like, are you divine? Right? Come on. You asking for somebody driving a Bentley. It's like, do you have a Bentley? Like, what you doing? What you asking for? Are you a match for what you're asking for? That's that logical, like, really, keep it real with yourself. It's time. Your manifestation is on the other side of that. That realism, that level of self-awareness, okay? Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Damn, can I even run ads on this? I don't know. Oh my God, see? The Snake card. How have you been deceiving yourself? How have you been, like, blaming other people for shit that you should be looking at yourself in the mirror for? Yeah, I feel like we're about to get read to filth by the universe here with the new moon in Capricorn. I had this moment. I just had this moment yesterday where I got, like, ripped to shreds. Like, oh, so you know why you're in this cycle? It's because A, B, C, and D. Now go and fix that shit. I'm like, oh shit. I'm just trying to take a shower. What y'all, like, why you coming for me? Why you coming for me, spirit? That's what's about to happen. That's intuitive guidance that's about to come through. Okay, what's the advice? That's a tough pill to swallow. When you realize it was you all along. When you realize what you've done to create your situations. But in doing so, it gives you a more expanded vantage point of how the universe works. And it puts you in a more powerful position. The self-awareness, it raises you up to magician mode. As long as you're in victimization mode, you're not allowing yourself to manifest. You can't be in victimization mode and say the world is happening to me, but then on the flip side, you're trying to make things happen in the world. You have to realize, like, I attract all this, good, bad, and the ugly. Being in that powerful position is going to allow you that strength, that courage, the knowledge of your power to attract is going to allow you to say, well, now I have more power to... now I have more accountability of what I do attract. I have more responsibility of where I want my frequency to be, okay? Anyway, coming out on top. Queen of Cups coming out with the King of Cups now. All right, along with this Hermit card. When you come out of that Hermit mode, then we step into the King of Cups. Once again, that compassion, that level of compassion. Seeing yourself clearly is going to help you see the world clearly. It's going to help you be more compassionate to the people around you. And we need more of that. As a collective, we are stepping into that, all right? We are stepping into more of that unity consciousness energy, all right? We need that. We need that. Instead of, you're right, I mean, I'm right, you're wrong, you know, that type of energy. We need to have more compassion with people and their different types of perspectives. You know, you don't have to always agree, okay? But at least you can have compassion with this person, with these people. Inside matching the outside, okay. Wait, let me read that thing again. I don't ask for material thing. Okay. It's okay to ask for material things too. Get what you want. Get what you want in this world. It's not like, yes, this is a spiritual journey. But it doesn't mean that you have to relinquish all things of the world, right? We're still in this world. We're here to enjoy it. We're human for a reason. We're here to enjoy the human pleasures, okay? It's just finding that balance. All right, let's see what the animal spirit is. What's the power animal? What's the power animal for us? Look at that, the courage, lion spirit, being generous of spirit. The energy of being a compassionate person in your life, a leader of yourself, becoming your own, like someone said, becoming your own hero, okay? Not with the chip on your shoulder, all right? Being compassionate with yourself, as compassionate as you may be for people who hurt you, right? Like someone said, like, yeah, I love them unconditionally, even though they're a piece of crap, you know? Be compassionate with yourself like that. When you face your shadow, hug yourself. I forgive you. It's okay. Because ain't nobody going to love you like that. Ain't nobody else going to love you like that, all right? But when you do get on that energy, you'll find something closer to it where someone can love you in your entirety, all right? Being generous of spirit to yourself. Shit, look, I am all about taking myself out on some dates, all right? You gotta do it. Gotta love yourself. I read a tweet and it was saying like, it was some reader and they were saying like, whatever it is that you want to get, like if you're looking for somebody who can give you that, yeah, the strength of compassion. It does take more strength to override and not go for, they hurt me, now I'm on a war path. Like that's easier to do than saying, you know what? I'm gonna just drop that situation. I'm gonna rise above it and not allow that to taint my energy. That takes more strength. That's harder to do, for sure. Especially if you're in the right, okay? And that's a struggle here. These are situations where you're probably in the right about something and you have to rise above, okay? It's a test of your spirit. It's a testament of your spirit, your character. All right, be spirit, sweet results await. On the other side of that compassion. On the other side of that compassion. I can definitely see that. Definitely experience that. Look at that, rabbit spirit, now's a lucky time. It puts us in a better space. It puts us in a higher vibration and it makes us better manifestors. Awesome. I'm going to pull from the Romance Angel. This isn't a romance reading, but I'm going to pull from it. 55, okay. Wow. Look at this. We have deception coming out with express your love. Despite the depression. Depression, what? Despite the deception. Love anyway. Love from afar. Set the emotional boundaries. Be compassionate and be smart, right? Not saying, like I said, like when people talk about turn the other cheek, I feel like that gets misconstrued with like, oh, then I don't have to set boundaries. No, you could still like have love for someone and be like, yo, but you're out of my space now. You're gone. You're gone. You know, despite the injustice, choose to still have your heart open. Despite the pain of your past, still choose to love. Despite getting heartbroken, still choose to love again, right? Yeah, because you're giving them power. You give them power. The people who hurt you, you're giving them power, okay? Because they're changing your vibration. They don't deserve that. Look at it as that. You're giving them more power. Don't allow them to change the nature of your spirit. Choose love. Easier said than done. We have soulmate at the bottom of the deck. All right. I feel like this is just union of yourself. I'm pulled from the Rebel deck. It's funny. I like it. Not the most PC deck in the world. But then we're out of here. All right. This went on long enough. We're almost at an hour. Oh. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are all bullshit. Let it go. Look at that. Forgive and let it go. Boom. This is it. This is it right here. Yeah, with that Five of Cups, that despair. Wherever it's coming from. If you were crappy and you're trying to turn a new leaf, forgive yourself. This is forgiveness of self. Okay, and then forgiving others. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dr. Jennifer Williams. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you. The Five of Cups. That Five of Cups energy. Being down on yourself, critiquing yourself, not finding the compassion for yourself that you could find and that you find to give to other people. Get rid of all of that. You got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to be your biggest hero. Be your own hero. I love that. I love that. Be your own hero. Forgive yourself. Okay? Even if it's forgiving yourself for allowing someone to disrespect, allowing for the pain to happen. If you feel like, oh shit, I was so stupid for allowing for that to happen. Forgive yourself for that too. Okay? All right. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. So yeah, on the other side of this transformation, that's where the good shit happens. On the other side of one, forgiving yourself, facing your shadow and releasing, completely like just releasing that sorrow story, that sob story, that's where the good shit happens. All right? All right, guys. I think we're all set here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I didn't get to celebrate the 15K. Now it's at 16. Holy shit. Thank you so much for the love. Everybody that's been here from the beginning, I appreciate you so much. You don't even understand what this channel has done for me. And I'm just happy that this can help others while I'm helping myself. Okay? And this is what we're all being led to do. Use your pain to help others. All right? You guys can do it. Give yourself all the love. Take a nice hot bath, whatever it is, whatever your self-care is. Start journaling, start tapping in, and start hugging up, loving up on that shadow energy. Your shadow just wants some love. That's all it is. And once you learn how to love on your shadow, it starts to calm down. It starts to get integrated, okay? But as long as you keep ignoring it, it starts like acting out like a wild child, okay? It's like when you have a child that's neglected, right? They start acting out because they want attention. That's your shadow self. Take that shadow self in, hug it, let it know that it's okay. Figure out what the source of pain is by way of meditation and journaling, okay? And then use your affirmations to transform it and reprogram, okay? That's how you get into that winner's mentality. That's how you hold yourself accountable for moving forward and hold yourself accountable to another frequency. That's gonna make you a better co-creator and a manifester, okay? Sweet results await. Good shit is on the other side of this level of accountability, all right? You got this. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, the mid-month readings will be coming through, I think, this weekend. All right? So I'll see y'all then. All right? Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Peace.